watch how I make your sweetie love you so much more. Happy Valentine's Day coming up. Happy Valentine's Day! Today I wanted to share with you what to cook for your loved one on Valentine's Day. Forget about all those pesky reservations and then when you get there, whether or not the food's good, yay or nay, and all that kind of stuff. At home, you can cook a 5-star, better quality meal for your loved one that they will appreciate probably more. And I'm gonna show you how. But first, I wanna share with you, if you click the little description, little arrow, we have provided the recipe card for you for this recipe here today, and a very convenient shopping list has been put together for you for all the items that are going to be cooked here today. And additionally, I want you guys to know that all of these recipes are all homemade recipes by me, yours truly, a mom of 9 kids that I have created. And so if you like what you see here and you love eating this kind of food and this way, please like, subscribe, and comment, hit the bell for notifications, and ask me questions because I will answer them. Let's get started. So what are you gonna need for this recipe? The side dish, what we're making for our loved one is gonna be Brussels and bacon. We're gonna infuse them with balsamic vinegar and a little bit of truffle oil. You can mix this up a notch. If you don't have truffle oil, you can use another oil. You can use almond oil, avocado oil. You want to stay away from the butter. It burns, tends to burn, but you can use a little bit of butter if you want for flavor. But we're going to go with these two. We're also going to need a good grass-fed piece of steak. Today, we're going to choose Filet Mignon, my very, very favorite. And so with Filet Mignon, we're going to make scallops, and those I have in the refrigerator. You want to make sure you get some wild scallops. We're going to pull those out in a second. And to those, we're going to add, I already have some seasonings. I'm kind of cheating, I guess you could say. These are all organic, and I really love these mixes because they are things that I would already have mixed together. And in this case, I'm going to use this buttery steakhouse seasoning, which is, you know, onion powder, garlic, butter flavors, ooh, yummy, yummy, red bell pepper, parsley, and yeast and turmeric and sunflower. So, you know, something along those lines, but you can really just use any steak seasoning you like in this case. Also, I'm going to use this lovely seafood blend, which is also stuff like probably paprika, yes, and salt and onion powder. And you can use any seafood blend you really want. But I love these 2 choices here, so that's what I'm gonna use today. You will also need 2 pans. When we make the scallops, we are not going to use an iron skillet. I have learned over the years that I do not like the brash cooking of the iron skillet on the delicate scallops. So we're going to use this lovely pan, which is a diamond cut. It's not a Teflon. We do not advocate Teflon. And this is a diamond cut, non-stick. That's the word I was looking for. What was the word? Non-stick pan. And then this is obviously an iron skillet that we're going to get this really beautiful sear on this lovely filet mignon. Like I said, if you want to go with a little bit of maybe a cheaper cut of meat, because we all know filet mignon is the most expensive. And so if you want to go with a cheaper cut of meat, go for it. You can go with any cut of steak with this recipe and it will still be delicious. You will also need to have some butter. So the first thing you want to do is we're going to wash your Brussels sprouts because this is the most time consuming. And we want to get the oven. I have it on 375. Just rinse your Brussels. All right, and so all we're gonna do to do these Brussels, get a little cutting board, get a knife, because we have to cut the ends off. So we're just gonna cut the ends off, and then this is the trick that this is gonna bring your loved one right here into the heart and like inside your soul when you do this for them, I promise you. So all you're gonna do, and it's so simple. It's a little time consuming, yes, but so worth it. You are making Brussels chips, my friend. You're making Brussels chips. And you can go as naked as you want with these little Brussels depending on how many chips you like. And then when you're done, cut these in half, like that. So it is good to peel them. And there you go. Okay, these are all prepped and ready to go. Next step, we're gonna move on to the bacon. So we're gonna split this bacon up a little bit. Probably, I wouldn't say we're gonna half it. It's a pack of nitrate-free bacon. This I just picked up, and this is nitrate-free. It is Applegate's. And so I'm gonna put probably the fattier parts into these chips. And these are gonna be the Brussels chips. We're also gonna infuse them with a little oil, but this will go, just give it some good flavor into those chips. And the rest of this bacon is gonna go for this side, which are our Brussels. Okay, there we go. That looks so good. So I've got all the bacon separated and cut up. Meanwhile, I wanted to let you guys know, don't be afraid to take out that steak that you thawed, or maybe you got a fresh steak, but in this case we did thaw it yesterday, and so the best way to do a steak if it's in the freezer is just to put it in the refrigerator overnight, and that's what we did here. But before you cook it, get it to room temp. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and add a little tiny bit, not a lot, because this truffle oil is optional and it's a strong oil. We're just gonna put a little bit, like that. And we're gonna put avocado oil, just a little bit, not a lot, in these chips. And we don't need them in the Brussels because there's a lot of bacon in there. All right, salt, of course. Salt on both. And the pepper, you're gonna put on the Brussels, and it's optional whether or not you wanna put them on the chips. And I say, why not? Love pepper. Okay, so now we're going to put these together a little bit because we want to get a little bit of this balsamic spread around here, and we're gonna go in with our balsamic. And you can do this twice. In the beginning when we cook, a little bit, and then at the end, you can add a little more. So we're just going to sort of move this meat around in here, the fat into the Brussels. All right, and let's get them into the oven. They look really, really nice. The chips aren't gonna take as long, so go ahead and get these into the oven and pop them in for, start off with about 20 minutes at 375. Voila. So the Brussels chips we'll move on to, and we'll go ahead and cook them because these are a really good appetizer for your loved one and everyone. They're really a good appetizer. Okay, so I have 20 minutes on the Brussels, 10 minutes on the chips. We do need to stir these because as you can see, they're getting a little burnt on the edges. So stir them in. Okay, those are almost done. So I would say just give them like 3 more minutes and we'll pull those out. Our Brussels chips are ready. And look how good they look. Yummy. Those are good. And you might want to, while they're fresh out, give them a little more salt. After all, they are chips. So yummy, yummy. Yummy. Now, let's stir our other Brussels. Kind of like stir them around. They look like they need definitely more time. All right, and we'll just get these back in. And I'm gonna say those need to go back in for probably another 10 minutes. So that'll be 30 minutes on those Brussels. And I'll see you guys back. They look so pretty. We're gonna just hit them one more time with the balsamic, as I had mentioned earlier. So, ooh, yummy. We're gonna just let them. We'll put them in a bowl in just a second. But we'll keep them on here so they can stay warm. So we're gonna get our buttery steak seasoning. Butter this. Season it up really, really good. All right, so we're just put a little bit of the avocado oil in here. And we're ready to go. I'm gonna crank this back on because I turned it off. It was blazing hot. And here we go. So we're gonna start off with this really thick side, like that, and sear that. Because that's gonna be longer to cook, like that. And same here, thick side. Just gonna set it like that. Then we're gonna turn our attention to these scallops. Same thing, a little bit of oil so that you don't burn. We'll add butter to that in a second. And to this, we want our seafood blend. Now don't overcrowd the pan with these scallops. And you're going to do this for about 2 minutes on either side of the scallops and 4 minutes on either side of the steak. Let's just check it. Yep. There we go. Turn that. That was really pretty. And turn this one, really pretty. There we go. And now we turn to our butter. Because we have the oil in here, the butter should not burn. But we also need to use our plate. A little smoky. We're gonna turn that on. Get some butter in here. That's really pretty. And then we're gonna turn these. You only want to turn these one time. Don't want to turn them more than once. Now this looks like it's about ready. And we're going to actually turn this on its side like that. Because it's such a thick cut of meat that we want to get some of that cook on that side there. There we go, look at that. So pretty. And we can take a little of this, a little dark, but buttery still. Kind of good with that. Okay, looks like our scallops are about ready to come off. So we're going to just plate up. This cut of meat looks about done. Yeah. That's done. Steak is ready. Grand finale. All right, let's check this steak out. Delicious, deliciousness. This is our little filet mignon. And look at that. Just gorgeous inside. And you can serve this alongside some Worcestershire. This is really, I really advocate this. This is a lot of good fermented stuff in here. And so, but let's just try it straight up. A buttered steak. Look at that, medium rare. That's how I like my steak. Crispy, charred, buttery, tender, salty. So good. And let's try this yummy shrimp. Look at that. Look how charred and pretty. Try one. Try Brussels. None of this needs any dips or seasonings. It is so perfect. Just the way it is, just the way we cooked it. I hope that you and your loved one enjoy this on Valentine's Day. Thanks for watching, and please, if you like what you've seen here and you love eating this way, like, subscribe, hit the post notifications bell, and comment, because I will respond to you. I'll see you guys next time. Happy Valentine's Day.